Aunties, uncles, nieces, nephews, cousins, and friends. Make sure to hit the like button when you come in. The replay queen, how are you? I hope you're doing good today because you know what? I'm doing good today. I feel good today and I'm doing real good today. Ways to support, you can hit the like button. You can also subscribe. You can join the channel. You can $ at Kathy Chit Chat via Cash App, or you can buy me a coffee, which the link will be pinned in my description following the live when you catch the replay. So I wanted to have a conversation. And remember, you guys, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. So I'm not going to hold you. I promise you I'm not. But I wanted to have a conversation about cheating. Cheating, right? I don't think the sad part is I don't know anyone in my circle that, no, I'm lying. I'm lying. I'm lying. I do. I know several people. So I'll scratch that. But for the most part, a lot of people that I do know have been cheated on. I've been cheated on. Hey, Marte. Hey, Miss Edmonds. Hey, Pammy Poo. Hey, Miss Landry. Hey, K Brown. And it's not a good feeling. You know, being cheated on is not a good feeling. You feel deceived, and oh my goodness, how could you do this to me? But oftentimes we ignore the signs. Now, I'm going to have another conversations about the behaviors and all of that because that always gives it away. But as far as what your body tells you energetically, when you just know. So I was on Facebook because you guys know how I feel about that, and I forgot who posed the question. They were asking men the question, men, do you know when your ladies have been cheating? And I would say it was kind of about a 60-40 balance where 60% said they knew. One man commented and said, I know how I left my furniture when I left, so I know when it's been rearranged. I thought that was kind of cute. But for the most part, a lot of guys were saying, yes, if we're in sync like that, I will know. And a few was like, I would have no clue. But for the most part, hey, Treasure Life, for the most part, I feel like we know, especially as women, you just know and you don't want to, and it's just something that you can't shake. It's your intuition. You just have this feeling, especially when I was cheated on, a few years ago. I knew. And it's one of those things where it's very, very hard to explain. And again, we're going to have another conversation about just the antics itself that gives itself away. That, like, oh my goodness, where were you? What you doing? You hiding your phone? I mean, certain things are just so obvious and blatant where it's just like, what, dude? You're only lying to yourself because you're certainly not lying to me. Hey, Miss Simone. But our bodies, oftentimes, when our mate is cheating, thank you so much for the super sticker, Miss Simone. I got to pin it. Thank you. Hi, Miss Patricia. So, our bodies, a lot of the time, thank you, Mr. Terry, coming in with the copyright disclaimer. A lot of the times when our man is cheating, our bodies will tell us, especially if they've done the act. And Lord have mercy, please. Oh gosh, if they've done the act and didn't use protection, our body is certainly going to tell us. On another note, I don't know if you guys have looked at the numbers, but the HIV, the full blown HIV, the H to the I to the V in Dominican Republic is insane. So I know y'all fellows like to go there, and those women are gorgeous, but be careful because you might come back with something that you will not be able to get rid of because it is a crisis going on right now in the Dominican Republic, which the H to the I to the V. Okay. Um, Listen, stop playing around out here. You can't go up in everything without a jacket, but that's a whole nother conversation. Hey, Misty, love you. Hey, Kimberly. Thank you so much, Kimberly, for the super sticker. I love it. So, our bodies, a lot of the times, especially if you're in tune with your mate and you haven't been with anybody else other than them, your body's instantly going to tell you, especially if they had sex unprotected. Let's just be honest. Your pH balance is going to be completely thrown off. Completely. You're going to think it's you, or maybe it's a yeast infection, or whatever the case may be. No, it's your mate, because when we are with someone energetically, our body, we are so connected, it's not even funny. This is why I literally, you guys, I don't see how people can just be out there with this one and that one. That's weird to me. I don't like that type of energy. The energy that people can bring in when you let them into your body, in your womb, that's just really gross. To each his own, get it how you live. But we're living in a day and age where there's so many cities and states that have so many different crises when it comes to the STDs and the H to the I to the V. Now's not the time to be playing around like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're not going to use protection. It's just not a good time. But as women, our bodies tell us it, we can feel it, we can sense it, and it's going to throw us off. We just know. And it's that uncomfortable conversation where, in some cases, you either feel it directly after or the morning afterwards, saying, now, what's going on with my snatch? And here, the while you might be thinking it's you, it's not you, it's your mate. It's your mate. Your mate has thrown off your energy, your pH balance, and now your parts are responding to their deceit. So if you pay attention, if you're in tune with your body, it's going to tell you everything that you need to know when your mate has actually done the unthinkable. And again, we'll have another conversations because the behaviors and all of that gives itself away too, but your body is going to feel it instantly. Hey, Kim Colby, your body's going to feel it instantly. And I always wonder why people didn't understand this. I don't want to say the severity of it, chatters, but I don't know why people take energy so loosely. They think it's just, the electricity where you pay your electric bill. Like, no, we are energy ourselves in our bodies. And I feel like they really ignore that sign. Your energy is going to be completely different, and it's now going to offset my energy to where now my parts are energetically off balance. And I'm thinking I got some sort of something because of you. This is all because of energy. This is all because of your energy, and this is all because it is now whatever you've done with whomever you've now brought that spirit, that energy, that bacteria to me. So it's kind of one of those things where, where I don't know, when you're younger, you want to see if you can get away with something. Like if you're in the store and you see the little gumball, and it's like, will anyone know? But you're going to know, So when it comes to that moment of infidelity, if it's like, should I do this or should I not do this? Will they know? They're going to know. They're literally going to know, especially if this is a person that you are sleeping with consistently, faithfully. They're going to know. I don't understand why, in this climate, in this day and age, why people are still playing with that type of fire, with their bodies, with their energy, and with everything that's going on in different countries, whether you go on vacation, Miami for the weekend, whatever the case may be. You are a walking bacteria infection. You literally I don't mean to laugh because it's not funny, but I don't understand why people, they think just because, all right, well, let me spray some cologne, or let me delete the number. Let me only call her or him at certain times. You can do all that and then some, baby, but your body's gonna tell it. Your body's gonna tell it. She's going to feel it. That stroke is going to be different. She's going to feel it instantly, especially if you are intertwined and energetically connected. She is going to know the moment that you enter her womb that you are with someone else. So you can hide the number, you can put on the cologne, you could say she's just a friend, you could say you're faithful, you could delete all the instant messages and the DMs on Facebook and Instagram. You can do everything you think that you're doing to cover your tracks, but the body is not going to lie. The body never lies. It's going to tell everything, similar to the eyes. So no matter what levels you go to try to hide your deceit, the deceit that you will never be able to hide is in your body, is in your energy. You know how I knew when I was cheated on again years ago? Well, who knows? Might be cheated on now. You never know. That's just the world we live in. I wouldn't think so, but that's another conversation. We trust our mates at the end of the day, right? But I knew, and as crazy as this sounds, my chatters, his body temperature was different. His body temperature was different. I've done a decade with you. I've done a decade. That night, I knew his body temperature was different. His temperature, it wasn't the same. I felt that. I felt that when you were on me. I felt that. Your body temperature was not the same. There's no way that you can be with someone for years. Hey, Snooky baby. There's no way that you can be with someone with years and you not be able to know the instant that they've went outside of that relationship. And this is if you are in tuned and intertwined. If this is just someone that you just met, then probably you wouldn't know. But if this is yours, your person, your man, your woman, the body will forever give it away. Again, there's other signs, of course. You're supposed to be home at 5, you say you at the grocery store, not answer the phone. All of that, that's kids' play. We know that already. But it's time that we get in tune with our bodies so that we can be in tune when something is off with our bodies, and that we're also in tune when something is off with our mates' bodies. Because now we're getting to the age, my chatters, where I need you to know if I'm having a stroke. There was a comedian that said that be with somebody that knows those signs. You know, how's your blood pressure? All of that. So if I'm in tune with your body, there's an energy there that you'll never be able to hide, sweetheart. You'll never be able to hide. So when it comes to cheating, you're gonna get caught. Hey, my poo, you're gonna get caught. You're going to get caught and your mate is going to know. And on top of which, it's risky. It's risky. Remember years ago when, the H to the I to the V and all of that, it was so cliche. They only tried to pin it on a certain class of people, oh my goodness, you have to be homosexual to have this, It was so cliche to even have that. Like, oh my goodness. But no, it's your average person that's living on your street. It's the housewife, it's the mailman that are now walking around with these uncurable diseases, all because you just had to have it. You just had to have it. You just had to test the waters. You just had to when you were in the Dominican Republic or when you were in Mexico, you just had to do it. You don't know this person from Adam. You don't know their body from Adam. You don't know their energy from Adam, and you don't know what that will bring to your body. Why? Why do that? I look at my back end, so I know the age group that I'm speaking to. So my chatters, I know we in that age group where we can't be playing around with those games. Okay, we got blood pressure and other things to worry about, diabetes, sugar intake, stress levels, all of that. There, know how to identify the signs of a heart attack, stuff of that nature. So the last thing we need to be playing around with is our pH balance, those bacterial infections, and the other things that I probably can't say because my life will get in trouble. But you know what I'm saying. Now's not the time to be playing around with that. Now's not the time. You find your person and you make great love and you're safe. But the moment you step out of that, the body is going to tell it. And you are now going to bring something to the person that you say that you love that either they can or cannot cure. But either way, it's going to be uncomfortable for them because the body is going to tell it. I never understood that, chatters, why when it happened to me, I was, of course you go through the whys, the how could yous, and it's just a level of you feel dirty. You feel dirty, you know? I'm a cleansy person. I like to wash and shower. I bathe often, daily, sometimes 2, 3 times a day. I like to be clean, right? So to think of your mate in that flesh and perspiring, you've done this with another person, and now you want to come and bring me your body, your energy, your scent, those pheromones, all of that from someone else. It's the most dirtiest feeling in the world. Hey, Miss Robin. Hey, Peace Be Still. Hey, Nisi Poo Angie. It's the most dirtiest feeling in the world to know that you gave that to someone else, to know that you're now on top of me. It's selfish, it's dangerous, and it's costly. Not only is it now costly because of the energy and the BV and all the other things that you can bring to your mate, it's costly because we are now seeing situations when men and women, let's be clear there, are not playing. And it's a lot of people who aren't here anymore as a result. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Now, don't get it twisted, y'all. Making love is good. I can do it all day. You know what I'm saying? Feels good, takes a load off, gets the stress away. You know? Sometimes when I'm stressed, that's what I need to get me to focus again. That deep sigh of relief, that, whew, let me make a sandwich. It's great. Absolutely, it is. But it's also dangerous. Hey, virtuous woman. It's also dangerous if you don't use it correctly. It's dangerous if you're out here playing around. It's dangerous if you're out here not protecting yourself. It's dangerous if you get with that wrong man or woman that doesn't know how to simply forgive. And their forgiveness might be you in a casket. It's dangerous. But the body will never, ever, ever, ever lie. Hey, Miss Rosalind, the body will never lie when your mate has stepped out. You just got to pay attention to it. And if not, your private parts are certainly going to tell you because something is definitely going to be off. Do you hear me? Something is definitely going to be off. Now's not the time to play around anymore. I don't know about you guys, but things aren't the same. We are not in that 90s era anymore. We're not even in the early 2000s era anymore where it seemed like we had some sense of peace, right? Some sense of unity, some sense of togetherness. We're not there anymore. We're not there. You turn on the news right now, I promise you're going to read a story probably within 1 hour where someone is not here from a crime of passion. A crime of passion. Women, a lot of men aren't playing anymore when it comes to their emotions. So if you know that you want to be with this one and that one, either you're going to tell them all or you might not be here. Men, you think that you can go out with this one and that one and keep this one on the side and keep it a secret? It's costly. And some of these women now are pulling the triggers. It's not a game anymore. We are in a different time in a different era. So when it comes to our bodies and sex and cheating and the energy and the things that it can bring to you that you can't necessarily shake off or in some cases get rid of, or in some results might not even be here anymore, ask yourself, is it worth cheating on my mate for this? Is it worth it? Is it worth breaking their heart? Is it worth me potentially catching something that I can't get rid of? Is it worth me potentially catching something that I cannot get rid of? Is it worth me potentially not being here anymore? Is it worth it? And no matter what lengths you go to, I can't stress this enough. No matter what lengths you attempt to go through to hide your deceit, your body's going to give it away. Your mate's going to know. And it's costly. See, Ham, your body's going to give it away. Every time. Every time. Especially, there's so many different variables, but as far as the body it gives it away, I will be here forever. But remember, I'm never here for a long time, just a good time. If the if it's you got to be careful on YouTube. If they ejaculate too soon or if it takes too long, guess what? That's the instance in which if you know you and your mate haven't been together in 2 weeks and then it takes them a minute to come off, what are you doing, sir? What are you doing? There's so many different ways the body will tell you when your mate is deceitful, but ask yourself, is it worth it at the end of the day? Because now not only were men taking women's lives for playing with their hearts or emotions, we now have instances in which women are just as brutal. So ask yourself, literally ask yourself at the end of the day, is it worth it? Is this something that you want to play around with? Is this something that you want to do? Hey, Tutu, is it something that you want to do? Is it something that you want to get involved with? That was you.
No, that wasn't. That wasn't me knocking.
Well, wipe your nose. Why are you so sad in your tutu?
Because when she knocked, you yelled at her.
That was my TT baby. Come here, TT baby. Can we have a hug? I love you so much. You okay? You okay? You feel better? Oh, your face is so sad. Wipe your face, okay? Oh, she's so sad, you guys.
Come on, it's okay.
She's
And don't
so
you get
sad.
scared, Titi.
Okay. Just when I'm considering going outside after 5 years, I'll stay in the house. I don't mean to scare you, my poo. It was just something that was on my mind. I'm gonna have more of these types of conversations with everyone because I literally, there's so many stories that I want to share with you guys, but there was this one instance that I can't get out of my mind when I was 21 years old. I'll never forget it. My girlfriend, and we were all new. She's cheating on her boyfriend. We knew. It's no big deal. You're young, you're having fun. And I'll never forget being in the parking lot of the movie theater. And I was in the driver's seat and she was in the passenger seat. And he broke the window of the passenger seat by punching it and grabbed her out and just, I mean, I couldn't stop him. I was yelling for help. I was trying to get people to help. The glass shattered. And I remember that. It just stuck with me all these years. I remember that. People got help or whatever. I mean, it was literally a scene. We had to go to the hospital. And this was literally, being young, but that instance always stuck with me. It literally stuck with me. I never forgot his face. I never forgot. It was a combination of pain and it just demonic. It was just so sick. But she was cheating. I'm not making excuse. There's not a but there. Never is it excuse to put your hands on someone in that manner. But he was so strong, and I couldn't stop him. And he was big. Was on the football team of college. He actually, and I won't say any names. He went pro, you guys, but that's a whole nother conversation. And she still has a little scar from the glass to this day. Still my homegirl. She tells the story herself, but I'll never forget that feeling of I can't stop this man. Hey, Miss Green Eyes, I couldn't stop him. I'm screaming, and so many men walked by. It was just the craziest scene. But this was literally a crime of passion. You know, she was having sex with about two or three others. I knew it. Not gonna tell. It's not my business. These are things we do where we think you won't get caught or someone won't find out or etc. etc. But I remember that moment. I remembered the moment of just reading the news not too long ago of what's going on in the Dominican Republic with the H to the I to the V, and some of those women out there are gorgeous. Have me thinking about a thing or two. Like, girl, you just pretty and golden with all this butt. But there's a crisis. It's really not the time to be playing around, especially in our age group. My chatters, it's not worth it at the end of the day. And no matter how many links, I'm going to say this again, no matter how much you think that you're hiding, camouflaging, deleting messages, being slick, being coy, the body will forever give it away. And sometimes, in some instances, you might have a situation in which the body's going to receive something that it can never give away. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it at the end of the day. So, as always, I'm here for a good time and not a long time. Hopefully, this is something to make you think. If you need to know something was going on with your mate, pay attention to their body. When I knew I was cheating on a couple years ago, his body temperature gave it away to me. He wasn't as warm. He wasn't as warm. And I knew it. And I told him when he confessed. And I said, "Oh, yeah, that was that Tuesday, right? You did that on what, Monday or Sunday?" I knew it because on Tuesday you didn't feel the same. You didn't feel the same. The body will never lie. The messages can be deleted. They can spray cologne. She can spray perfume. She can say she was at her girlfriend's house. He can say he fell asleep. He was in the studio or whatever. But that body, baby, that body, that body, yaddy yaddy, will never ever lie. As always, make sure to like, comment, follow, and subscribe and pay attention to the signs. I love you all. Later, chatters.